to the thefogvlog.
Hi everyone, on this episode of Easy Does It, we're going to have a look at one of the most unique flavors in DIY, and that is Flavor Art Liquid Amber. Normally we start off with a market share analysis of the flavor. There isn't really market share with FA Liquid Amber. It's a totally unique flavor that does things that almost no other flavor does, so it's kind of in its own little market niche. But just to give you an idea of how often it's used on e-liquid recipes, it's used in 8,902 recipes, and on all the flavors it's used in 1,367. Right, so what does this flavor do, and why do you need it in your stash? Okay, a lot of people like making warm desserts, pies, tarts and such like, and then also cocktails, ciders, alcoholic drinks. Now usually the fruit flavors that we have for those are geared towards the fresher, brighter, crisper, uncooked, natural, fresh fruit flavor profiles. If you take just a standard apple flavor and you try and make a cider from it, it's just going to register as far too fresh and crisp. Now what FA Liquid Amber does is it ferments fruits. On its own, the flavor is quite sour. It's got quite a lot of body to it, but the overwhelming sort of characteristics that you take from it are that it's quite sour and that it's also quite warm. It adds quite a bit of warmth into the vape. So this is absolutely perfect for a cooked dessert, a tart or a pie, something like an apple pie. If you want to take those apples from being, crisp Fuji apples into a more cooked, fermented, a softer type of apple, then liquid amber is your go-to. Obviously, also if you're making a cider, perfect for that. It gives you that kind of slightly sour fermented note that apples take on when they ferment it to form cider. It's pretty easy to use in that respect. Anytime you're using a fruit that's registering as too fresh, too crisp, toss in a little bit of liquid amber, anywhere from 0.5%, 0.75%, 1% will do it, just depending on how much fermenting you want to introduce into that fruit. The average mixing quantity on all the flavors is 0.59%, which is bang in the range. It's usually used around 0.5%, with some recipes going up to 1% or so. Concrete River will tell you that it's a great brandy flavor on its own. In his recipe Mother Leeds, he used it actually as a brandy at 3%, which is well outside the sort of standard usage of the flavor. So certainly if you want to experiment with it as a brandy flavor, use it on its own as an alcohol flavor. It's open to that. There are probably many other innovative uses that you can come up with for this, but the standard use is just to ferment fruits. It'll work very well on apples. It'll work on things like apricots and pears and so on as well. So anytime you have a fruit that is fermentable and you want to just give it that little bit of fermented feel to it, throw in a little bit of liquid amber. Do you need it in your stash? Well, that depends on whether you like those warm, baked dessert profiles, whether you like ciders, alcoholic drinks. If you do, then I'd say that this is a must-have. But if you're more kind of a milkshake, dessert, ice cream type of guy, then liquid amber probably won't see a lot of use in your stash. But I'd say that for almost everybody, buying a bottle of this is a good investment. You don't use very much of it, so a 10ml bottle will last you absolutely ages. Very useful flavor to have around. One of the top 100 flavors on all the flavors top 100 list, and totally unique. So nothing to lose. I would recommend buying a bottle of this and just having it in your stash for for its intended usage. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. If you have any really innovative uses of liquid amber, if you've seen it used outside the box anywhere, or if you've done it yourself, please drop a comment down below, and let's keep the discussion about FA liquid amber going. Cheers, guys.